What up, guys? So, I wanted to show off this attempt at a melee sniper, and here's the issue. I am using a balanced combat knife here, which it's not bad, but I still think blocking would have been just a tad bit better. However, I do have a lot of nice perks here for pretty much any situation. Of course, I do have precision targeting, because it just helps me take out extremists. It helps my entire team take out extremists. Tactical ambush. Now, tactical ambush is basically how we're going to get our melee damage here. This build at the moment can kind of do a variety of things. It has a couple options for, combat. The fact that I am not using, like, let's say I'm not using the blocking combat knife, I really should be. But I went into this operation because I knew this was one of the operations I wanted to get done for my absolute run. Obelisk, obviously, is a chaos operation. So I really wasn't 100% confident I wanted to jump into this operation with blocking. Even though I'm actually very confident, after watching the footage of this, blocking probably would have been much better when it comes to melee, obviously. But still, since Sniper has a good amount of melee perks, I figured, hey, let's try the balanced combat knife. Let's, basically do our best to get some parries and also deal some melee damage. And then I also still have my bolt sniper, so I'm doing some pretty good damage with the sniper. Now, there was a pretty convenient sorcerer spawn. We kind of just jumped right on him. But the fact that I can, engage in combat from ranged and close range, it just really helps out the build, just basically tackle any situation here. And yeah, there, basically what you kind of want to do with clone, well, not clone, sorry. What you want to do with cloak nowadays is just use cloak and then immediately do your best to find an opening for an attack, and then, basically get, the bonuses from using cloak. Because going camo is a good way to trigger there's a few perks that trigger with camo now that's very good. Especially the one that can get your contested health back. There's also one where you can overall take less health damage, which is very strong for Sniper. Sniper's just in a really good spot. Also, check out the fashion I have here. I have like a nice Raven Guard setup with the military colors. When I'm posting this video, it is the Super Bowl, so I figured, hey, let's put on some green for the birds. Go Birds. And we'll, hopefully just show a little bit of team spirit that way. But if you're watching this and it's not the day of the Super Bowl, this is definitely just one of my favorite looks for Sniper right now, with the green cape and the military colors with the beaky helm. It just looks very nice. Now see right there, I go camo and then get the jump, get the extra melee damage. So I wouldn't call Sniper a melee class. I feel like Sniper is definitely a ranged class, obviously, but it has melee capabilities. And you can basically support those capabilities through some of the perks. But like this situation, for example, obviously I cannot find a good opening to just get in there and get some melee. So what I do here is basically just go camo, get the shadow stab right there. That is good damage there, even though, the Terminator does not budge. He should be attacking me. But yeah, I'm just trying my best to get all of the melee damage I can here. I do manage to get some contested health back, which is nice. But yeah, that was a tough situation. Chaos Absolute missions do not play around. It is incredibly tough to take out those. See, right there, I should use camo if I have the perk to help my contested health. But I've been playing around with Sniper. I've been playing around with Sniper's new perks quite a bit. And I think Sniper is in such a good spot. It is so much fun. There, I'm just getting some ammo. Luckily, we do have a bulwark here, so I'm not too worried about my health. And we also have a tactical, so we have a pretty good overall DPS. Basically, as a Sniper, your job is to do your best to apply some utility to your team's synergy, as in, like, fast reses. You can help your teammates go camo. You can give your teammates, some more ability charge as well with squad renewal. And the other part of it is to take out very important targets like this Terminator. Now, I've been fighting a lot of Terminators recently, so I do have it really dialed in, going for some parries there. Nice. That was a nice perfect dodge. There is a perk for Sniper that can give you a camo on that. But look at this Hellbrute spawn. Right as I'm just absolutely tearing apart this Terminator, the Hellbrute's like, oh, okay, let me just spawn in right now. But still, I get the camo shot right there, which is nice. But yeah, again, just use camo, get the buffs, try to get a giant swing in. Now, that was a shadow stab swing with a minimal buff right there. The balanced combat knife is still a pretty good melee weapon. I honestly am starting to enjoy the combat knife the more I use it. But I've been using fencing, I've been using balanced and blocking, so sometimes I can kind of get mixed up in the strategies. Fencing doesn't really have a strong swing speed for a combat knife, so I would kind of avoid using that one if you plan on doing a lot of melee attacks. But honestly, Sniper can essentially make any melee weapon work, you know? It can make, I mean, I'm pretty sure the only melee weapons they have is combat knife, obviously. But I mean, like, it can make fencing work, it can make blocking work, it can make balanced work. And, I don't know, I'm just having a great time with Sniper. I've built him so far, like, 3 different ways. And there's still, like, a camo dodge build I kind of want to work out. But there, yes, I use a stim pack. I have no armor here. That's the one weak point about Sniper, is snipers cannot survive the eye of the fight for very long. And what I mean by eye of the fight is you're in the middle of the fight. You have 2 armor slots. That's not great. There, I'm trying to res my teammate. Being the last man standing is always a little bit nerve-wracking. But luckily, one of my teammates do get up. Here it's just, you know, I'm getting pinned down by 2 majors here. I still haven't found a way to get my armor back, unfortunately. But I'm still a very good parrying sniper here. And honestly, absolute missions, people are going to go down. People are going to go down. There might be some respawns. Mortal Wound is definitely something you need to understand. Yeah, he caught me rolling there, dude. That was so frustrating. Because I was rolling towards him because he teleported, right? And then he just opens up his teleport with a melee attack, and it just lands right in my face, which is rough. But okay, so right now we have a teammate who is down. We have a Hellbrute who's so close to going down, and then we also have this Sorcerer here now. I'm lining up a melee attack, which was probably a bad idea there. However, you know what? I'm still just all in on the melee sniper here. I feel like I've basically, at the end of this round, I don't have very, or not this round, but at the end of this operation, I don't have very impressive melee damage. But the fact that I was still able to find important moments to get in melee damage, it was the best thing. Now, right there, I should have just taken out the Sorcerer, but once they teleported away and I was at 1 health with no armor, I was like, okay, I need to find my teammates. And then he caught me with my back turned there. That was actually excellent enemy AI right there. I gotta give that Sorcerer props for that one, because he legit teleported away and then teleported back and then got me with my back turned, and it was just like, all right, you got me there. But okay, so I have 2 teammates with Mortal Wound right now. I do remember this Bulwark was kind of pointing out they could help me with this, so they do drop the banner. I do get my health back. Yeah, he was like, I forget what he was doing, but a good way to signal to your teammates that you're ready for a banner is to let them know your ability cooldown. Now, the Sorcerer boss fight here. I guess it's technically an objective, but still, I consider it like a boss fight in a sense. Now, this part is actually really good for Sniper because the Bolt Sniper obviously can make easy work out of the flying orbs, and taking out those flying orbs as fast as possible is probably the best way to approach this fight here. And we basically get a few right off the bat, which is nice. And, you know, I just use the Bolt Sniper to get them down, and it just works. I also have a tactical here as well that helps me, so we get some really good range damage as a team. This fight is, you know, there's a lot of mobbing in the fight, and then obviously at the end there's going to be a Sorcerer. A crack grenade is the perfect way to make an easy job out of this fight, at least to, you know, close the deal. But still, when you get into this fight, make sure you have a nice long-ranged weapon, and if you don't have a nice long-ranged weapon, make sure you're clearing mobs as fast as possible, because this Sorcerer will res the Chaos Mages, which is rough, which is not good. So here I actually saw that my teammate was kind of struggling a little bit, or at least they were getting surrounded. So I wanted to just pick up those grenades, throw them really quick. I picked up that stim because it was just there. I do have one crack grenade there. I really should be taking out those ranged targets, but as soon as I saw the objective orbs there, I had to take them out. I trusted my teammates at this point. I had really good teammates on. Absolute teammates are very good teammates. At least they're able to take down things fast. There's nobody who's going to join Absolute who can't kill anything at least a little bit reliably. But I've noticed still a lot of players just don't understand basically how to play around Bulwark, and sometimes Bulwarks aren't doing enough to communicate with their team. I don't know, but for here, the Bulwark dropped the banner at the important times. Now here, I just have a whole lot of aggro, so I'm trying to just escape because I was able to take out the Sorcerer, so I figured one of my teammates would be able to finish the job here. Yeah, that is Absolute Obelisk. It was pretty sweaty. It was pretty sweaty. And I gotta say, it was actually not one of the hardest Absolute runs I've had so far. Oh yeah, look at my team's stats here. It's pretty good, pretty good. I obviously didn't get that much melee damage there, but I was able to take out 4 specials. So I'll take that. That is what the sniper should do. But yeah, Obelisk Absolute isn't that difficult, but it could be.